can't find the comment right now, and I think the reason why I can't find it is because it's in my it was a YouTube short that I did. So someone had asked me, what is the difference between a dietitian and a nutritionist? And I think I'm going to get into it. I hope you guys don't mind, because it's about that time I need to feed my body. It is lunchtime. I just came off of a TV segment and this was left over from the set. So I'm going to drink it. My chia seed mango protein packed smoothie. So let's get into it. And let me say this. I did a video like this years ago, and there was someone on the video that was a certified nutritionist. So let me say this. If you are a certified nutritionist, I hope anything that I'm saying is not offending you. So with a registered dietitian, we are required to attend an accredited university. And with a nutritionist, not necessarily, but a lot of people that call themselves a nutritionist is not a nutritionist. Anyone that wears a white lab coat, do not be fooled, because you don't know what they really are. When you are looking for someone who is the food and nutrition expert, look for someone who is a registered dietitian. So I also like to put it in this manner. When you go to the doctor, you trust that your doctor has gone to med school. You trust that they're on their P's and Q's and they know what they're talking about, right? It's the same thing with a registered dietitian nutritionist. We have gone through formal education as well as formal training to be able to give you recommendations on what foods to eat for your specific condition. Registered dietitian nutritionists as of 2024, I think, are required to have a master's degree. Not all registered dietitians have a master's degree. Those that have a bachelor's degree were grandfathered in. But after we receive our degree, then we have to do an internship. And this internship is 1,200 hours. I did my internship in St. Louis, Missouri, and during this internship, you're basically learning how to be a registered dietitian. So I want you to think of it this way. Just like how doctors do their residency, it is quite similar. So after we do our internship, then we are allowed to sit down and pass a board examination. Nutritionists don't necessarily get this board examination, and this board examination is so that you can be licensed in the specific state or states which you practice. Nutritionists, those that just call themselves nutritionists, are not necessarily licensed by the state. Nutritionists, not necessarily, no. And the reason why I think that this is so important, especially seeing that we have the state requirements, is because science is ever changing. And if we're not on our P's and Q's, we could be teaching our patients and our clients the old way of doing things, which science may have debunked. Nutritionists don't necessarily have to keep up any type of licensure whatsoever. So registered dietitian nutritionists are the only ones that are allowed to practice what is called medical nutrition therapy. Doctors cannot practice medical nutrition therapy. Nurses cannot practice medical nutrition therapy. Advanced practice registered nurses cannot practice medical nutrition therapy. Only registered dietitians are allowed to do that. So let me tell you what medical nutrition therapy is. It's an individualized, okay? It is a personalized method of nutrition counseling that speaks to your specific disease condition. As you guys know, my personal niche is diabetes, but there's other dietitians that can have other niches in the gastrointestinal space, in the sports health world, in the cancer world, so forth and so on. So the recommendations that we give you are we are able to legally give them to you. A nurse is not able to do that. Someone that calls themselves a nutritionist may not be able to do that, because again, we as dietitians, we practice medical nutrition therapy, and the last I checked with the law, we are the only profession that is allowed to practice medical nutrition therapy. So that's why I said earlier, be careful of where you're getting your food and nutrition information from, because a lot of times, depending if you have a specific condition, whether that is acute, which is short-lived, or whether that is chronic, which is long-lived, it may end up doing more harm than good. So a lot of people come to me and they say, Kim, well, what should I eat if I have diabetes? What should I eat if I have hypertension? What should I eat if my cholesterol level or my LDL is elevated? And what I say is, I don't know, because I don't know you. Medical nutrition therapy is individualized. What works for one will not necessarily work for all. Another thing about the difference between a registered dietitian nutritionist and someone that just calls himself a nutritionist, I remember one of my professors said it this way: all registered dietitians are nutritionists, but not all nutritionists are registered dietitians. So the easiest way to identify if someone is actually registered as a dietitian nutritionist is by looking at their credentials. Do they have a RD or a RDN behind their name? If they do, then they are qualified to speak with you. If they do not have an RD or RDN behind their name, but just call themselves a nutritionist, then find someone else. So these are the main differences. I hope this definitely helped you. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask them in the comment section below. I will do my best to make a video. Thanks for watching. Bye.